Of New Age channeler JZ Knight wants his divorce settlement overturned. The whole story is next.
The former husband of New Age channeler JZ Knight is claiming mind control forced him into a divorce settlement. King 5's Kevin Baird reports Jeffrey Knight is going public with some startling allegations about activities in the group's Yelm compound.
New Age guru JZ Knight channeling what she claims is the spirit of a 35,000-year-old warrior named Ramtha.
You can climb the highest peak. You can go into the deepest valley.
Thousands of followers pay big money to visit Knight's compound in the tiny community of Yelm. Her former husband now insisting the whole thing is an elaborate con game.
Yeah, people are definitely being conned. Absolutely.
Were you conned?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Both Jeffrey Knight and this man, a former employee who fears retaliation, describe bizarre activities in which followers are injured, dashing through open fields and mazes.
A lot of people do get injured, broken nose, broken arms, broken legs, and then the people out there don't know what they're doing.
JZ Knight's former husband now alleges he was coerced into a $120,000 divorce settlement when their estate was worth millions.
And I have even felt that my life is in danger at times, or that, you know, she could easily put it into danger if she wanted to.
Because Mr. Knight was under Ramtha or JZ's influence as, if you want to call it a spiritual leader, for a number of years, we believe that his ability to act in a way which was to his benefit was impaired.
After testing HIV positive, Jeffrey Knight says he shunned medical attention on the advice of Ramtha.
Yeah, I was told that he would teach us how to heal ourselves.
The followers of JZ Knight have fiercely defended both her beliefs and sincerity. Her attorney declined to be interviewed for this story. A hearing on these new allegations is scheduled later this week here at the Pierce County Courthouse. In Tacoma, Kevin Baird, King 5 News.
Specific allegations against the channeler are outlined in an affidavit. A Pierce County court has sealed those records for the time being. A bitter legal fight is underway involving JZ Knight, the famous New Age channeler.
Knight claims to be the channel for the spirit Ramtha. Her ex-husband wants their 1989 divorce settlement overturned, claiming he was bullied by Knight and by Ramtha into accepting the settlement. We begin our Team 4 coverage with Como's John Sharifi, who is just back from a pretrial hearing. John?
Well, Jeffrey Knight received $120,000 in that divorce settlement. He feels he deserves much more because he says he helped build Jay-Z's multi-million-dollar empire. Jeffrey Knight also claims he was forced to agree to those meager terms because of Ramtha's powers.
Who needs to be worshipped? Indeed, you do. And who needs to save your hide? You do.
JZ Knight claims a 35,000-year-old warrior named Ramtha speaks through her. Jeffrey Knight became a Ramtha follower, but he now claims JZ used Ramtha to intimidate and threaten him.
The reason I accepted the settlement was because I was coerced into accepting it. Bribery was used on me, exposing my health status at the time.
Jeffrey Knight tested positive for the AIDS virus in 1985. He says he did not seek treatment because Ramtha forbid it.
The fact that the teacher, the spiritual entity that she was purporting to channel, was my spiritual advisor and had told me the only way I was going to heal myself was through his teachings, that someday I would have the power to heal myself and that there was no medicine outside of these teachings that could heal me and never will be.
Do you think you're prepared to go ahead at this time?
Free of Ramtha's influence, Knight is now taking his ex-wife to court to try to get the divorce settlement overturned. JZ Knight did not attend today's pre-trial hearing. According to this affidavit, signed by Jeffrey Knight, the couple married in 1983 and separated 5 years later after JZ allegedly got involved with another man.
I want a fair and equitable settlement. I feel that I was robbed of what I deserved, and I feel that it is only fair that I be able to have a fair hearing of what happened back then and what is happening to me now.
The judge decided today to schedule the trial for the end of June. It's expected to last about a week. Attorneys from both sides plan to call a half-dozen witnesses who will talk about Jeffrey Knight's state of mind when he agreed to the divorce settlement. JZ Knight's attorney had no comment today. Dan, Kathy?
Well, John, how much money is Jeffrey Knight trying to get?
Well, it's not clear at this point if this divorce settlement is overturned. There will be another trial to determine how much. It's expected he's going to be asking for millions.
John Sharifi, thank you.
Well, throughout the 80s, JZ Knight was the symbol of the New Age movement, a philosophy that wraps psychic healing, reincarnation, the occult, and human potential into one. Como's Bob Thronson reports on the meteoric rise to fame and fortune for the daughter of a Texas cotton picker.
If you believe JZ Knight, you believe that at 2:30 on a February afternoon in 1977, a 35,000-year-old warrior spirit came to visit her in her kitchen.
I have come to teach you to wake up from the intimidation back into the sweetness of what is you.
JZ became a channeler for Ramtha. He allegedly spoke through her, bringing his ancient philosophies to thousands of present-day followers. And when actress Shirley MacLaine announced that Ramtha was her guiding spirit, Knight's fortune was assured. Ramtha has earned Knight more than $800,000 a year. And that bought her this sprawling 50-acre ranch outside Yelm. It bought her a stable full of Arabian horses.
Thank you for being so gorgeous.
And by the thousands, Ramtha's followers paid $400 a day to listen to the Enlightened One. Knight even dabbled in local politics. In 1989, with TV star and Ramtha follower Linda Evans at her side, she marched on the state capitol to protest the spraying of sewage sludge on Pierce County woods near her mansion. What a change from her humble beginnings as one of 9 children of a sharecropper. Then she was known as Judy Hampton, one of the prettiest girls in the New Mexico oil town of Artesia. That was then. This is now.
People are entitled to say that I'm a fake, I'm a fraud, I'm the devil, I'm the Antichrist. I'm everything but doing something good for somebody. And it's okay if they say that because, you know, the thing that I've learned is that everyone is entitled to their own truth.
But recently, the truth for JZ Knight has had some rough edges. The bank repossessed her Rolls-Royce, claiming she was $99,000 behind in payments. And now, the messy divorce case goes public again.
To that which is termed life. Forever, and ever, and ever. So be it.
So be it. Bob Thronson, Como News 4.
Her ex-husband claims that at the height of JZ Knight's success, her empire was generating about $4 million a year.
Robbed of what I deserved, and I feel that it is only fair that I be able to have a fair hearing of what happened back then and what is happening to me now.
A Pierce County judge scheduled the trial for the end of June. A dozen witnesses are expected to take the stand and talk about Jeffrey Knight's state of mind when he agreed to the divorce settlement.